And happy Tuesday, everyone. Just want to talk real quickly about can't, never could. Can't, never could do anything. That's something that I heard. I think I heard it for the first time either as a child or when I was in high school. And I was like, what does that mean? And can't, never could means a whole lot to me right now, because there are a lot of things I remember saying that I would never be able to do. And I doubted myself. And there are some things I never tried until I got older. And then I realized that a lot of things that I told myself when I was younger, the things that I told my younger self that I couldn't do, when I got older and I thought about it, I said, why not? We got to get into the mindset of saying, why not? You know, we're looking at young entrepreneurs, and I'm very proud. I'm seeing entrepreneurs coming at younger ages, and I'm proud to say that, hey, you took a chance. But there are some of us who are older that are still not taking chances. You know, some of us are not stepping out on faith because it's like, well, what if it doesn't work? But what if it does? We got to stop hounding ourselves about things that may never, ever be our problems. You have to venture out there sometimes because you never know who's going to support you. You'll find that you'll have supporters that you never even knew that you had. For example, with videos. I never knew so many people were watching my videos, but when I went back and looked at the number of views, there are more people viewing than are actually liking or commenting on it. And some of those people, if I see them in the grocery store or Walmart or just in passing or at practices with our children, people are telling me how encouraging the word was, and you're sitting there like, oh wow, I didn't even know you were paying attention. But I thank God for that. With my business, you know, I don't do a lot of advertising, but I'll post occasionally a tutu here or a tutu there, or post an event here or an event there. But there are people that through word of mouth, I'm getting advertisement for my little business. And I call it my little business. But that's my big blessing from God. And I thank God for that. Don't ever say what you can't or cannot do, because you never know unless you give it a try. How many of us was born able to just jump on a bicycle and ride it? The normal step is to try training wheels first. And then you progress from the training wheels, and then you get onto a slightly bigger bike. And then you progress upward. And the same thing is true when you're setting your mindset for a goal. You got to start small. Start somewhere. Start with one plan. Don't have a million plans that you're trying to execute all at one time. Find that one thing that you really want to do and put your mind to doing it. Believe in yourself harder than anybody else is ever going to believe in you, because you know you better than anybody else does. And guess what? Maybe you have a flaw or two here or there, but guess what? Next time you do it a little bit better. Maybe that relationship didn't work out, but guess what? You don't give up on love because that marriage didn't work, that relationship didn't work. You know, I got a crush on somebody, but I don't know if he has a crush on me or she has a crush on me, and, you know, I kind of heard this or that about her. Stop. You never know how that person's going to work out for you until you give it a try. Because I've learned that different people bring out different things in different people. Some people bring out the best in us, while others seem to bring out the negative things that we buried so deep inside of us that we don't want anybody to know about. But there are people who are able to bring out those parts of us. You know, you never know unless you try. Can't, never could do anything. That's something I remember from childhood, and it's something that I'm telling myself daily, telling my children daily. You never know unless you try. That new relationship that you're thinking about, contemplating, hey, somebody needs to make the first move. We're not always promised tomorrow. Get out there, step out on faith. That person that you're crushing on, just may be crushing on you too. That business venture that you got in your head, get it out of your head, put it on paper, speak it into the atmosphere, and then do something about it. That marriage that isn't working, that you tried canceling, you prayed about it. If God has asked you to loose it, that relationship, that marriage, that friendship, if God has asked you to loose it, don't worry about what naysayers or the street committee says. It's time to loose it. If you're hurting more times than happy, it's time to loose it. But can't, never, could do anything if we never, ever gave it a try. You don't know that you can't live without that person until you actually have to live without them. And you'll find sometimes that you are actually, at that point, living your best life. That business venture that you passed by, guess what? Somebody might take that same idea with minimum resources and make it happen. And you'll look back and you say, I wish I had her. But now it's too late. Be great in any and all things that you do. Set yourself free from strongholds. Remember, can't, never, could do anything. So do everything in your power to do everything that you can do. Because can't should be a very, very minimum word used in your vocabulary. Have a wonderful and blessed Tuesday, everyone. Thank you.